Hello everyone, welcome to the Movie Script channel. This time I will tell a movie from the TV program Amazing Stories with the title The Rift. The film tells the story of an American pilot from the time of World War II who had an accident and instead flew to the future in 2020. At the beginning of the movie we are shown a woman named Mary and her stepson Elijah who are traveling somewhere. In the middle of the road a sound wave is so loud that it vibrates and breaks their car window, then followed by the appearance of a warplane that fell into the river. They rushed to see what was happening. Mary immediately called 911 to tell them that there was a plane that had crashed, saw the pilot who was still alive Mary and tried to help and took him out of the plane that almost exploded. In his panic the pilot introduced himself, namely Lieutenant Theodore Cole, who was fighting over the Burmese Rangoon city. Elijah also told him that this was not in Burma but in Dayton, United States.
What the heck are you doing in Burma?
This isn't Burma, it's Ohio.
Lieutenant Cole still insisted that he was in Burma. He also observed the environment and realized that he had been in the United States. It made him confused and silent. Above the sky there were thick clouds that made a mysterious vortex. Then the scene switches where they are already in the hospital. Mary Ann was asked by the police how the chronology of the events they experienced and explained according to what the pilot said, but clearly the police did not believe that Lieutenant Cole came from World War II and assume he has a brain injury.
Son, I've seen this a lot. Guys with head injuries convinced they were the Lord Jesus.
Elijah quietly went to the pilot's room to make sure it was true. When Elijah touched it, Cole woke up feeling still confused. He thought that he was in December 1941 and was sent home from the battlefield for Christmas, but Elijah says now is September 2020.
Christmas? It's September.
It's not September.
Lieutenant Cole, who was still confused, asked Elijah for help. He gave the chocolate from 1941 that was in his jacket to Elijah so he would help him. Convince his mother that everything the pilot said is true. This is evidenced by the chocolate he was given, the last one produced 30 years ago. Elijah also asked his mother to be taken to the police station referred to by Lieutenant Cole. Arriving there, the policeman named Simon was no longer on duty there. Elijah then took a photo with Lieutenant Cole in it to show his mother.
It's not him. Look, Elijah, 1938. This is not him.
In another scene, the police and NTSB conduct an investigation at the location of the plane crash. Bill, who is the head of the NTSB, ordered that all the wreckage of the plane be collected for repair. Bill also began to observe the vortex of thick clouds suspected to be the cause of people who are on video calls. Those things don't exist in his time. When you want to pick up a car, the car alarm goes off. He was immediately chased by the police and soldiers, but he was able to escape by taking someone's motorbike. The scene switches as Elijah and his mother are refueling. Elijah, who was curious about the letter her mother brought, then opened the letter when her mother got out of the car. The letter was Elijah's school transfer letter. Knowing that he was angry because he was going to live with his aunt and his mother was going to live in California, leaving him.
Get me on this, please, Elijah.
Elijah thought he would be thrown out because it was too much of a burden on his mother. In the car the debate happened again. While on the road, Cole, who had run away from the soldiers, fell and almost hit their car. Cole meets them again, then Cole asks for help to be taken to his house to meet his wife. Elijah forced his mother to help Cole, and Mary Ann finally agreed to help Cole to meet his wife.
Come on, let's go.
While on the road, Cole felt the place where he lived had changed a lot. When he arrived at his house, he ran into the house and called his wife Pauline, but the nurse at home said that Pauline had not at home and asked them to wait. When Cole looks at the photos, he knows Pauline has married another man. He looks so sad and then leaves the house. While Cole is outside, Mary Ann finds an article about a pilot named Theodore Cole who was shot dead while on a mission in Burma during World War II. Not long after that, suddenly Cole's house was surrounded by many soldiers. Then Bill explained that Cole was carried into the future from the rift and had to go back through that rift too, because if not then a bigger impact will happen. Elijah spontaneously told Lieutenant Cole that if he came back then he would die in Burma. Cole and Elijah immediately fled from the place using a car and managed to outwit a chasing car. But their car tire suddenly burst. They continued to run until they came across the river. Cole shows a building where he used to dance with his wife. Cole regretted not having time to say goodbye to his wife when he left for the battlefield, because he believed he would definitely come back. But now Pauline is so happy with her new husband that he feels there is no point in living and going back to the future. Cole doesn't want to see Pauline anymore because the pin that symbolizes their love is no longer near his fireplace. Seeing Cole so desperate, Elijah showing a photo of his father who died while fighting in Afghanistan, Elijah also suggested that Cole's death in Burma might have been avoided by bringing modern equipment and weapons so that history could be changed and Cole would return to live with his wife. This may be the reason the rift brought Cole into the future to give him a second chance.
To give you a second chance.
The scene moves to place where Lieutenant Cole's plane repair, where Bill explains to Marion that the plane and its pilot must be sent back to the past through the cloud vortex, because if not, there will be a disaster caused by the anomaly. Marion then told her to track her cell phone to find Cole and Elijah because Ann's cell phone was taken by Elijah. Cole and Elijah then go to the weapon shop that provides the equipment Cole needs, but the shop door is locked. On the other hand, Marion and the NTSB squad were on their way to where Elijah and Cole were. When Cole telling story to Elijah about his wife, they was surprised by the arrival of the army and the NTSB. They also tried to escape but the place was surrounded by many soldiers. Marion then approached the two of them, then she explained that Cole must immediately return to his time. Cole said that he wanted to come back but on the condition that he must be equipped with weapons and a bulletproof vest. Marion explained Cole couldn't do that because he had to go back the way he came. If not within a radius of 16 kilometers there will be a disaster and will kill many people. Cole, who hears it, feels sad, and says that Cole went to the future for some reason, and that is Cole must meet with Pauline to say goodbye. They finally went to Pauline's house where previously Cole had not had time to say goodbye to Pauline. Cole then met Pauline, who was very old. He apologized for not having said goodbye before leaving for the battlefield. He also said that even though Pauline had forgotten him, he would still love Pauline.
I'm sorry that I let a stupid superstition get the better of me. I'm sorry that I never said goodbye. I know you moved on. I know you forgot about me. But I needed you to know that I love you.
When Cole will go leave, Pauline showed the photo and the lucky pin Cole had given to her. Pauline still keeps it on her necklace, which means Pauline never forgets Cole. They both end up dancing even though they look like grandma and grandson. In their brief moment of dancing, Bill comes to tell that time is up. Cole then says goodbye to his wife Pauline.
Goodbye, Pauline.
After that they went to the place where Cole's plane repair and everything was prepared for his departure. He then thanked and said goodbye to Elijah and Marion. He also left a message to Marion to always take care of Elijah. Just before departure, Cole suddenly remembered that he had given Elijah chocolate, and he asked for the chocolate back, but Elijah had already eaten the chocolate and only had the wrapper left. It made them all worried that if Cole failed to return to the past and this anomaly would create disaster, but Cole convinced them everything will be fine.
Don't worry. We got this.
5 minutes to close.
With only a few minutes remaining before the rift shut down, Lieutenant Cole finally took off and put his wife's photo back in the cockpit. And then he can return to the past and no disaster occurs in that place. The movie ends with Elijah and his mother on their way to California. The lesson that can be drawn from this movie is that we can never fix the past, but we can still organize and improve our future.